Well, joining us now is Christina Bennett, correspondent with Live Action News. Christina, welcome. Let's start there with one of the stated goals of this group, Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising, is putting the heat on Christians and conservatives that they deem insufficiently committed to the cause. Christina, do you think that's the case, and will it work?
I think that the pro-life activists from Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising are trying to persuade as many people as possible to stand up for the preborn. And that includes Christians, that includes people of faith. They are trying to set an example and cause people to follow their lead in fighting for the preborn child in whatever capacity that they feel called to do.
Christina, in your opinion, do discrepancies in the story of how the remains were obtained at all hurt the cause and credibility of this case?
I believe the story that the activists have shared, which is that they were at the surgery center and they saw a medical waste truck, and the whistleblower on the truck gave them a box, and inside of the box was over 110 fetuses, which is just so tragic. They were going to be incinerated as medical waste, and they asked him if they could have the box to give the babies a proper burial, and he said yes. And they gave a proper burial to 110 first trimester preborn children, and there were 5 that they recognized that were larger, second, third trimester, and they believed that these babies were killed and possibly through a partial birth abortion. And so they called the DC police. They called the homicide unit and they asked them to investigate. Unfortunately, that has not happened. There's not been an autopsy, but we join in with their cry asking for the DC mayor and the medical examiner to give an autopsy to these children so we can know if this is a partial birth abortion situation.
Christina, in about the half minute that we have left, I know that you write about these issues and you have a personal connection. To what degree do you believe what we're talking about today extends beyond the nation's capital?
The personal connection that I have is that I was scheduled to be aborted at Mount Sinai Hospital, Hartford, Connecticut in 1981, and my mom walked out. And unfortunately, she had an awful experience with an abortionist who literally told her, "Don't leave this room, you've already paid for this," and yelled at her when she decided to walk out and save my life. And that is similar to Dr. Santangelo, who is the abortion doctor at the Washington Surgery Center, in the sense that he also is caught doing things that are wrong, saying that if a baby was born alive after an abortion, that he would not have a baby.
Christina, we're going to have you back on to share more of your story at a later time. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me. God bless.